Raday, Leavy.
Hey world, what's going on? Welcome to this edition of Raday's Rants. Today's topic, selfishness. Just gonna break it down real quick for you. I'm a selfish motherfucker. You're a selfish motherfucker. Your mom is a selfish motherfucker. My mom's a selfish mother. Everybody on this planet is selfish. I don't care who you are or what you do or anything like. Everybody is selfish. Everybody looks out for their own interests, and that's the way it is. I'm out. No, man. I can't just. But, okay, why do I say that? Why do I say that everybody's selfish, right? Because everybody, if you were going through this, then you'll kind of understand a little bit of what I'm talking about. Like I said, everybody has their own little star player, and their star player has their pull and push, but everybody has their thing that they do, right? So when I say everybody is selfish, and obviously there's people who think of stuff like, well, you know, my mom is really giving, and she hardly thinks about herself. Or my dad is a great dad, and he didn't da 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 da. Because we think about selfishness in terms of, I say, introverted and extroverted, where if someone does something that appears solely for their benefit, then they're being selfish, and if they do something for somebody else, then it's selfless, right? Which really isn't the case. And here's why I'm saying. First of all, a lot of stuff that we do is biological and cultural. So a lot of things that we do, like let's say you take a father, for example, or a mother or something who looks after a kid. Biologically, there's chemicals and all this other good stuff that happens within the body that kind of dictate, okay, this is your child. This came from you. You need to take care of it. I mean, there's biological systems in play. Because if that wasn't the case, then there probably wouldn't be humanity. We'd all be dead. It's just that way in pretty much every living being. And everybody, to an extent, has that for other members of humanity. If not even humanity, then like kind. Right? That's why a lot of people would like to form cliques and groups, and we like to be with people that are like us, whoever us is. If I'm this way, I like to be with other people this way, all this other kind of good stuff. But with that, now that I kind of got that out the way, I could go a little bit deeper, but there's really no need to, right? But as far as, I'll give the ultimate example of somebody who is seen as completely selfless, right? Mother Teresa, right? I mean, just Google or Wikipedia, Google or Wiki Mother Teresa, and you'll have, all the stuff that she did, just helping out poor people and other good stuff, right? But you look at someone like her, you say, wow, she is totally selfless, man. I don't understand, and I say she's selfish. Why do I say she's selfish? Because she has a star player. Her star player has a pool. Her pool is contribution. Her pool is contribution and giving. Right? So it is within her nature. It is within her. It is pleasing her star player. Right? And I point here because it's more of a subconscious mind than a heart thing, but I point here because it is within her star player to be a giver. If she does not give, then she is not satisfying her star player. Do you see what I'm saying? And if her star player is not satisfied, then she is unhappy. It's the same thing with a lot of other people who are givers. People have it just in their hearts and in their being and to be givers. Because that's who they are. That's who they're programmed to be. If they don't be that, then they don't, they're not fulfilling what their inner star player wants to be. But like I said, everybody has their own pool, and everybody has their own star player that they have to, I'll say, please, for what it's worth, right? And it's tough when we get into stuff like religion, or we get into stuff that says you gotta act this way, or you should be doing this, or you should be doing that. I'll take, for example, I'm not going to get into the theology of it, but take, for example, tithing. You take tithing, and let's say someone's pool is security, right? They're completely, their money is their money. These people make great managers, right? Their money is their money. They don't want to give it away. They don't like to do none of that. But now you say, well, you got to tithe. If you don't tithe, then they'll da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You don't da-da-da. I mean, you've been in church. You've heard it, right? So let's say that they tithe. They give their money away, right? Well, their star player, these are the type of people, let me tell you, their star player says, oh my God, like, even then, it's subconscious. Like, just because you don't feel the pitter-patter, right, it doesn't mean that it's still not working, right? But your star player says, oh man, like, I don't like doing this. I'm not comfortable doing this. So what do? You give money away, and your star player says, okay, well, I need to make up for that. I have to make up for that, because there's no way that I could just, I'm losing my security, right? So these are the type of people that say, okay, they give money away, and what they give away in finances, they try to make up for with, I'll say, emotion. These are the type of people that say, yeah, man, I've been tithing and giving, and I still haven't heard a word from God, or I've been tithing and giving, and I still haven't, seen a da-da-da-da. Because, yeah, they gave that money away, but now they're saying, like, because when someone says something like, oh, brother, just, on the shoulder, oh, brother, it's okay, you'll be, God is working, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, yeah, now they're taking. You see what I'm saying? They're taken. That's how that star player works. It's taken. Even then, right, there's people that do that, but then there's people that kind of do the flip side of that, and they'll say, they'll put on the smile, and they'll say, oh, well, I've been tithing for a while, and da-da-da-da-da, and you know what? I'm gonna, I know my miracle's coming, and I know, and they feel so happy about it, and they feel so happy about it, and they da-da-da-da-da, and then someone else comes up and says, praise God. Praise God, you feel so, you just so happy about your situation, and if you keep tithing and you keep giving, then I was like, right? It's the same thing, only they put on a happy face, right? Their star player gave something away, and because they feel a little bit insecure about it, then they seek other, because they feel like they gave away some security. So now they need to seek security from other people, and once that person gives that pat on the back and says, oh, brother, everything will be okay, they say, oh, praise God, I'm going to get my money. Oh, yeah, it's the same thing, right? But that's just an example. I don't have time to go through all of this here, but apply it to your life, right? It's the exact same way it is. But here's the thing. If that person would have just not given the money away, they wouldn't be searching for compliments or admiration or anything from anybody else, because they'd be secure. That's the way your star player works. That's the way, selfishness works. It works the same way in relationships. I just don't have the time to go that deep into it, but understand, everybody's selfish, and if you don't find your star player, it's going to be bad for you. It's going to be real bad for you. So, I might have another segment on this, I'm not sure, but with that, I'm out.